Cancel culture has reached a new low. Since 2012, cancel culture has been becoming increasingly more prevalent and vitriolic. It started off with canceling people who do incredibly terrible things, like actual crimes, but in the past few years, it's devolved into canceling people for the pettiest of petty reasons. But with the cancellation of James Charles, we've reached a new low. This is peak cancel culture. I'm angry. I don't think any drama on the internet has ever made me feel more hopeless and left me more upset than the James Charles drama. Everything about it is so stupid and infuriating. If you don't know for whatever reason what happened, to sum it all up, a YouTuber named Tati uploaded a video titled "Bye Sister," which is now removed, and it amassed over 52 million views, in which she exposed James Charles for several different things, including some heavy allegations of manipulating people's and the most severe allegation, selling vitamins. After that, James uploaded his absolutely terrible and memeable Tati video, his apology, a video that I made fun of. By this point, James had lost over 3 million subscribers. This is an image from Rogue Rocket, which is Phil DeFranco's new news thing. I'm not quite sure what it is. Then, Jeffree Star got involved for some reason. Now at this point, I knew there was something fishy about the whole thing. It was, once again, very similar to the Spoctor situation, which is a common theme among huge false allegations. So I tweeted this: "Hitting on straight guys does not make you a predator. Just saying." That tweet really boiled some clams. How dare I not follow the mainstream narrative, right? I'm not big enough to have any impact on a situation this big, but slowly people like PewDiePie and Keemstar started to voice their own opinions that it was fishy as well. I wasn't the only one. This caused people to start questioning Tati. So she makes a second video called "Why I Did It," complete with more emotional manipulation and lies, and she backpedals a little bit of her forwardness with the claims. And finally, James responds with the most glorious video I've ever seen in my life, called "No More Lies," where he proves that pretty much everything Tati and Jeffree Star said was completely false or baseless. Now they're both losing subs, while James is gaining them back. And once again, Tati deleted her original video titled "Bye Sister," because I guess she wanted to say "Bye Sister" to that video. This situation has more moving parts and is more dramatic than the plot of Game of Thrones. So let's look at it all in a little bit more detail, because there's a few things that I want to say that have not been said yet. With Tati's original video, you've all seen it. There's not much more to say that hasn't been said already. Same with James's terrible apology. After James's apology, Tati made a tweet: "There won't be a video tomorrow. My heart is still too heavy. I feel like I need to remind you that we can hold truth and inspire change without grabbing onto hate. Honor your blessings, don't abuse them. Celebrating pain will only bring it to your door. Love you guys, see you soon." This tweet is amazing. The amount of self-victimhood and moral superiority Tati exhibits in this tweet is insane. We can hold truth and inspire change without grabbing onto hate. Yeah, truth, like all the false allegations you made against James Charles. And this is when Jeffree Star gets involved for some reason. "Why is your brother, why'd you really move back to NYC? Exactly. Shut the up." He's quoting James's little brother here, who's like a child, by the way. "There is a reason that Nathan banned James Charles from ever coming over to our home again. There's a reason why I haven't seen him since Tati's birthday in February. He is a danger to society. Everything Tati said is 100% true." Notice how he provides no evidence of anything, no reason why he was banned, none of that. That's important for later. These adults in their 30s are really out here acting like the furry fandom. False allegation after false allegation. Overreaction after overreaction. Moral superiority left and right. There was also a Snapchat that Jeffree Star made. I'm gonna use clips from Phil DeFranco's video.
We also saw Jeffree Star call James's video pure calculation.
You're gonna know what to believe when I really show you the facts, okay? there's screenshots, there's a lot of things that were not presented correctly.
Also,
Thank you, Philip. We appreciate it. And then Jeffrey tweeted out this. Everyone keeps asking me for my receipts. I have so much to say and some really sad, disgusting things to show you guys. James Charles tried to mass manipulate you all today. When I show you the proof and why I tweeted that tweet about him, you will all finally understand. Remember this for later. Of course, then Tati made her second video why I did it. There's a few things that I would like to touch on in this video. Not much, but let's just take a look.
But right now, you know, I need to take a time out, and all of this has been way, 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 way bigger than I think anyone could have ever imagined. And when you think of the number of subscribers that I have and like big videos that I've had in the past talking about controversial issues, I never in a million years would I think that this situation would reach what it did. And I've just been at home reflecting on all of this.
You want to take a time out because now it's so big. People are starting to question you, and you realized you messed up big time.
I want to share with you guys that I do really want the hate to stop.
You only want the hate to stop after you've caused it all to happen in the first place. And only after people start questioning your terrible accusations, right?
This was really a wake-up call, and it was me trying to reach someone who I found completely unreachable. And I had been trying to deliver the same message so many times because this wasn't just about one thing. And I think a lot of you guys understand that.
So I'm still wondering why you didn't just drive to his house, like you said that you could have done in your first video, and talk to him privately.
The thing is, it's about a lot, and it's about a lot that I didn't even talk about. It's about someone who reaches across all platforms 30 million people that are children. Dominantly children.
All right, Tati, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I hate when people use the argument, your audience is predominantly children argument. I've used it before, don't get me wrong, but I think it's stupid. After doing some critical thinking, it makes no sense. For example, me. My intended audience is people my age, like in their 20s. My jokes are mature. It's extremely obvious what my intended audience is. There happen to be children who watch my content. I was watching content very similar to my own content when I was like 12 years old. I was watching Shane Dawson in his original iteration where he was edgy and extremely offensive all the time. And I thought it was funny. That's no fault of him. That's not his intended audience. Just like children are not my intended audience. If children watch my content, that's not my fault. I'm not required to change who I am. I'm not required to change my personality just because there are certain people who watch my content. That makes no sense. It doesn't work like that.
You know, it was all on his terms, and that showed me that really there was never going to be any getting through face to face on the phone, any of that. And this was just a last-ditch effort for me to be really loud and vocal and to wake up someone that I really love and still do.
No, not really. I mean, you said that you could have driven to his house and talked to him privately in your first video. Why did you not do that? This is not a last-ditch effort. This is you trying to blow something way out of proportion because you're mad about vitamins. I can't stand when people lie and manipulate reality to make themselves look like the victim. She even said that James's response, not his terrible apology, but his actual response, was manipulative. Lots of manipulative people will call other people manipulative, when in reality, they're the ones being manipulative. It's happened to me countless times. So many people say that I'm manipulative, when they're actually the ones who are manipulating their audience to believe that I'm manipulative, if that makes any sense at all. It happens all the time. That's what I've learned on the internet, is that a lot of people just do that kind of stuff. Tati is one of those people.
I can't even go online right now. It's painful to watch someone that you have cared about be dragged, and to know that this all started because of me.
Yeah, you attempted to ruin his entire life. Not just his career, but his personal life, his relationship with his family and his friends. His mom had to hear those disgusting allegations. Do you understand what that is like for James? Do you understand what that's like? It did all start because of you. You're just an evil person. There's no other no other way to say it.
I was trying through YouTube to meet with James tonight. It is Wednesday when I'm filming this, and I wanted to meet in person in a safe space at one of the Google offices and just try to talk through things.
No, you don't get to talk things out in private after starting it publicly like this. Now that people are getting onto you, you want to settle things in private because you know that you're wrong. You don't want your own downfall to be public. You want that to be private. But it doesn't work that way. You should have talked in private in the first place. There's no excuse for not doing that. You do not get the chance now to talk in private to someone whose life you just ruined. At this point, it was pretty much ruined.
I think that someone owed him to say something because I think the message was heard.
So why didn't you say something to him in private and not publicly on the internet? Why did you have to air out your dirty laundry on the internet? This is a problem between you and James. It's not a problem between you, your own audience, James, and James's audience. That's not how it works. It's a problem between you and James. You made it everyone's problem. It's now everyone's problem.
And if I could give all of the new success back and the new subscribers back, I would.
Well, I mean, you are now. I mean, both you and Jeffree Star are giving those subscribers back to James, so.
And I do pray that he moves through it and that he one day, not now, it won't happen now, but I hope that one day he'll look back and be able to acknowledge that this was from a good place.
No, it was from a vitamin place, is what it was from.
Try to find a way through this with love and compassion, and try to find compassion for all sides. You know, I can't say this enough. I love James Charles.
No, stop it. I hate when people do this. When they act like we're all going to make it through this time together. Tati, you literally caused all of this. You are the reason that this is happening. What do you mean we're gonna make it through all this together? You're the cause of it. You are the reason that everyone is having a hard time. It's literally all entirely on you. Don't act like you're trying to make it through a hard time. It's not a hard time. It's a fabricated story that you came up with. You made it a hard time for no reason. I have zero tolerance for people who do stuff like this. I see it all the time.
I know a lot of people are not gonna understand, and a lot of people think this is fake, or that they think that there was this like big agenda or anything.
Well, I mean, there kind of was. That's pretty much all I wanted to touch on from Tati's second video. Let's move on to James's second video. Now, you've all seen this video as well. Pretty much everything that needs to be said has been said about it. But there's one thing I wanted to touch on. Let's watch another clip from Philip DeFranco's coverage of this.
He also brought up Zara Larsson's tweet where she said that he had DM'd her boyfriend multiple times knowing that he was straight. Based on screenshots, it appears that was not true, as he only DM'd him once and had no clue he had a girlfriend. Also bringing up that Zara actually met that boyfriend by sending this tweet, and James used this to discuss the stereotypes and the villainization that surrounds gay men.
Why is it okay for Zara Larsson, a woman with a public platform, to tweet these photos of a shirtless man and say, "Who are you? Where do you live? How old are you? Why are you so fine? How do you like your eggs cooked in the morning?" But for me as a gay man to DM the same person in private with a simple compliment is predatory.
That's something that I want to talk about in just a little bit, but it really makes me angry. After James's response, in which he destroyed everything Tati said, she tweeted this: "I've left town on a digital break to heal and pray for healing on all sides." Digital break to heal. Really, you understand you're not the one whose life you ruined. It was James Charles. You are not the victim. You don't have a reason to take a digital break. The only reason is now that people know that you were lying. They're all coming after you now. That's your fault. You can't just leave, you know? I think Ricky Berwick's response to this was the best one. Let's give it a watch.
Right now would be a bad time to take a break, honey. You should make a response, stick up for yourself, or tell the truth.
Well said. Very nice. Next, Jeffree Star made a video. Let's use yet another clip from Philip DeFranco's coverage. He just has the exact same clips I would use anyway, so might as well just play it from his video, right? Philip DeFranco's great. You should go check him out.
There were things being told to me that were never proven. There was a lot of rumors, and sadly, I let that get to me. So James, I want to let you know that I should have never sent you those messages. I should have been a better friend. I know that now. This has to stop. I'm embarrassed by my own actions.
He also apologized to James's brother, Ian.
So Ian, I just want to let you know I am so sorry for ever sending that tweet. If I could take it back, I would.
And he closed it by saying that he doesn't want to talk about the situation anymore and that everyone involved needs to take time to heal.
What a weird change from his tweets and his Snapchat, right? He doesn't even show the receipts that he said he would show. The receipts. Sis, spill that tea, sis. I hate this generation. He kept talking and talking about receipts, receipts, receipts. Never showed them, never showed anything. That's also another very common thing with humongous false allegations like this. People talk about, oh, there's proof everywhere. It's so easy to find. But it's nowhere to be found. It's literally nowhere to be found. Those are just a few things I wanted to point out in the videos involved in this huge mess. But about the situation as a whole, I have some words that I would like to say. When I first watched Tati's video, I never jumped on the anti-James Charles bandwagon like it seemed like everyone else in the world did. My first reaction was to be disgusted by the way she was talking about James Charles manipulating people's without showing any proof of this happening at all. I absolutely hate saying this. Trust me, I hate using this word, but it came off as homophobic. That's why I made this tweet. Imagine the situation she was describing, you know, the waiter situation, but it was a girl instead and a guy who was not interested in her. It would be seen as cute, flirtatious. She's pursuing the boy, you know? There's an absolutely disgusting double standard here. And it infuriates me to no end as a gay person. The whole situation made gay people look like disgusting, manipulative monsters. And that's not true. It's just not true. And it's very sad to see how many people just agreed with what she said without seeing this nasty double standard there. It blows my mind. I mean, it's clearly, there is a clear amount of bigotry in what Tati was saying. It's only disgusting if it's a gay person doing it, but not a straight girl. This is the first time that I have felt disgusted to be a gay person in a very long time. I've hit on straight guys before. I'm not a freaking... It makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. Telling a straight guy that they are cute does not make you a... I cannot believe that a 37-year-old woman was so immature to have contributed to this homophobia as well. It blows my mind. Secondly, let's talk about money. Tati was running ads on her video before it was deleted. Of course, now that the video is deleted, I can't show you that there was an ad on there, but there was an ad at the end of her video. It wasn't at the beginning, it wasn't at the middle, it was at the end. I think this placement was strategic so that nobody really noticed it, because it's at the end of the video. But even having one ad at the end of her video would have resulted in her making anywhere from $13,000 to $208,000 based on the amount of views she got, which was 52 million. It depends on what her CPM is, but that's a pretty average range there. Usually, this is a Social Blade estimate, by the way. It's usually on the lower end, closer to $13,000. That's still a lot of money. That's way more than I make off of a single video, I can tell you that much. Videos like hers should not be monetized. Otherwise, that will be seen as the motive. I have no other option to believe that money is at least one of many motivating factors behind her making that video. Because when you're trying to call someone out, when you're trying to end their career like that, you do not monetize it. Because if you do, you're literally doing it just for money. However, I think that James Charles should have monetized both of his videos. You should never profit from falsely accusing someone of something, but if you're being falsely accused, monetize the hell out of it. Nobody deserves to go through that. Might as well make some money while you're at it, right? You are literally the victim in that situation. Might as well make some money. It wasn't just ads on her videos though. She copyright claimed several videos, including my stream, via Content ID, which is an automatic process, and she did later release the claim when I appealed it. She even claimed H3H3's podcast. He said Tati may not have monetized her video, but she sure is monetizing mine. She did monetize her video, there was an ad at the end of it, and she's also monetizing yours, and my stream, and anyone who uploads any amount of footage from her video. Can you imagine how much money she's making from that? Just the sheer amount of money. It's not all about money, my ass. She even copyright struck someone's video. Now, to be fair, I have not seen this person's video, but based on what I've seen Tati claim so far, I bet you $1 million this video used her video in fair use form. So that's illegal for her to do if it was false. I haven't seen the video, this guy's video, because it's gone. It's been struck down. So I have no way to know whether the strike is warranted or not, but it probably is not. Either way, if it's not warranted, it's still the worst possible move she could have made in this situation. It just makes her look so much worse. But it's not just that. As FaZe Banks points out, she probably made upwards of $10 million from selling her vitamins on that one video. 52 million views. This is pretty much what FaZe Banks says, but even if 1% of those people bought vitamins, depending on what they're priced at, if they're priced at $10 a bottle, that's huge. That's a huge amount of money. She made millions off of this whole thing. Half of her video was an ad for her vitamins anyway. That combined with making such a huge deal out of petty personal things like the Coachella situation or her birthday dinner situation, it makes me believe that she was mad about the vitamin situation and she wanted revenge and she wanted to make a profit while doing it. That's the only conclusion that I can possibly come to. Seeing so many people turn on someone this fast based on words alone, no proof, it's surreal. That's part of why this means so much to me. Seeing 3 million people turn on someone so fast with zero proof makes me feel like there's really that nothing even matters being a YouTuber. It's like everything can just end overnight. You can wake up one morning and you've been canceled overnight based on literally nothing. I'm tired of it. It's disgusting. It makes me frustrated to no end. Everyone in the beauty community is just so superficial, just like their makeup. You know, never before has anyone lost so many subscribers as in this situation after being canceled. But what really bothers me in this situation is how millions and millions of people were just convinced to turn their back on someone that they are subscribed to. I hate generalizing, I hate using this term, but it's the most accurate term to use for this situation. The 3 million people that unsubscribe from James Charles are sheeple. The fact that they are so quick to turn on someone after a simple video with just words and no proof. And then, when James defends himself, they just turn back instantly. They have no spine. They have no dignity. It's disgusting, is what it is. That so many people do not think for themselves. They just let people like Tati Westbrook think for them. They just believe everything that's said. It's really kind of gross. I don't ever want anyone like that in my audience. If you're someone who would do that, just hit that unsubscribe button. Imagine working for years to build up an audience just for them to turn on you the second a bunch of false allegations are made about you. I want an audience that is loyal and will stand by me during times like that. It's just ridiculous to not have that. It's such a strange life to be an influencer. It's just weird. On one hand, it allows you to do so many things you couldn't do otherwise, gives you so many opportunities, allows you to travel, allows you to, work less hours or work more hours if you want. You choose your own hours. There's so many benefits, but there's also a lot of negatives that come with it. It has you constantly living on edge. You could wake up one morning and find out that your entire life has been destroyed overnight because of an idiot saying false things about you. It's ridiculous. It's frustrating and it's wrong and it needs to stop. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Every single person on and off the internet has done something that is worthy of a call-out post. And if you say that you haven't, you're lying. We need to stop canceling the wrong people. People like Bill Cosby are the people we need to cancel, not James Charles. Mark my words, if this doesn't end, we will get to a point where literally everyone will have been canceled. There will be no one left. We've already started getting to the point where the people who are doing the canceling are being canceled themselves. And really quick, I would like to just touch on another thing here. The fact that James Charles even had to respond to this. It's my firm belief and philosophy that when you're falsely accused of something, you should not have to prove your innocence. That's not how it works. Tati provided zero proof of anything in her video. Why does the burden of proof fall on James Charles now to prove that he's innocent? Can I just accuse anyone I hate of terrible things and just ruin their life because they can't prove it false? Actually, yeah, I can. That's why it's so scary, because I literally could do that. That's just such a huge dystopian problem that we have on the internet right now. It's unfair, it's unjust, it needs to end. The blame doesn't only lie with Tati and Jeffrey for making these false accusations, but it also lies with the viewers, who are a bunch of mindless sheep. They'll literally believe any accusation with zero proof. What really rubs me the wrong way also is if James did not have any evidence that every accusation against him was false, he would be canceled. He would still be canceled. Imagine if he had deleted those conversations, you know, that he had with these people and was not able to prove what really happened in the conversations. He would still be considered guilty by everyone. That is such a huge problem, and it's stupid, and I hate it, and it's dumb. These types of allegations are so vague and they're so general that it's literally impossible to prove them wrong unless you save all of your conversations you've ever had with anyone and prove that you never did it, you know? The real danger is that if you don't like someone, just accuse them of anything. And if they can't prove it wrong, they're canceled. It's disgusting, is what it is. It's shameful. I am so sick and tired of it. I'm so sick and tired of it. It makes being an influencer not fun. I have zero patience and zero empathy for people who try to cancel other people for the pettiest of reasons, or people who try to cancel people based on false accusations. Zero empathy. These are people's lives that you're playing with. James Charles' family had to hear all of these accusations. His mom, his brother, all of his friends. This is not something you get to just play with because someone promoted vitamins that compete with your vitamins. People who falsely accuse someone of something deserve the same punishment as someone found guilty of what was falsely accused. People who try to cancel people deserve nothing less than the same treatment they give. They deserve to be canceled. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed, support me on Patreon. Link down below, just $1 per month. You get access to all my videos, unless they're time sensitive like this one, 24 hours early. $5 plus patrons get access to an exclusive video once per month. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, links down below. Check out my second channel, all about traveling and stuff. Link is right up there. Here's a short preview for you. Hi everyone, this is a bit of a different video because I'm here. 7 Magic Mountains is what this is called, in Nevada, near Las Vegas, and I'm here today because I want to talk about why you should drop out of college. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. What do you think about this whole mess? I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of all of this. This is something that really gets me going, is false accusations, canceling people. It is so stupid, and I hate it. I don't know what you all think. Leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.